Hey now, can I get a 1 in the chat, please? A 1 in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me. Yo, peace, world, peace, welcome or welcome back, baby. It's Goddess Dawn. Goddess Dawn Speaks, aka the $1 trillion goddess, aka the queen of info, baby. That's me all day long. Appreciate y'all. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Wow, Wayne, beautiful spirit, UT, Ray all day. What's going on, people? What's going on, Faye? UK Faye is in the building. I love it. I love it. Happy Monday to everybody. Mid-December already. Can you believe that? It is crazy how fast time is moving. But I want to get into a couple things. Y'all know during the week, these lunchtime breaks or these daytime breaks are not long lives. So tune in, sit back and relax. We're going to touch on a couple of topics. And, we're going to get into some conversation. So first and foremost, the message on the screen, in case you're not looking at the screen, and like Kendra said, turn the TV off, okay? Unless YouTube is on your TV, turn the TV off. But so the message on the screen, which I'm going to be putting on my community wall, I have not posted on my community wall in a couple of days, but this is the type of stuff I like to post. Positive messages for the soul. Now, may the last couple of weeks of 2024 be filled with good news, growth, many blessings, new experiences, and love, baby. Yeah, all of that. And then some. Thank you so much for being here. If you're in the replay, shout out to you. If you in the bushes, what's going on? Yeah. So listen, first and foremost, I want to remind you all that I, have videos posted. So if you click the video tab, you'll see video uploads. And also I have another channel, The Nosy Goddess. Okay. You could just search it in YouTube, but when I get a second, I'll put the link in the chat. But the Nosy Goddess, and that's Nozey. Almost there and able to monetize. They've lowered the restrictions for monetization on YouTube for 2025. So hey, if you're thinking about starting a channel, listen, you only need 500 subscribers now versus 1,000, and 3,000 watch hours as opposed to 4,000. So I already have the subscribers, so I got to get back the watch hours back up because I haven't been posting over there. But yeah, thank you all for supporting that other channel. And it's going to be cracking in 2025. Okay. So I do want to let y'all know that we did go live. Me and Beautiful Spirit, shout out to you, babes. We went live this past, what night was that? Saturday night? It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, right? Sunday morning. So yeah, a couple of y'all were there. Faye, Juti. I don't know if Juti's still here. I saw she popped in a few minutes before I went live. Shout out to you, babe. So and Charmaine Tilapia, I believe that's your last name, girl. But I want to shout you out too, because you are a beautiful soul, and I appreciate you for supporting the channel for the length of time that you have. Thanks for sticking with me. All right, so I want to recap. So the live we did, we talked about the fact that Diddy voluntarily dropped his bail appeal. And so unless he refiles it, which I don't know if he's even qualified to do so, he will be sitting his butt behind bars until May of 2025, right? So that's that on that. And we got into some Jay-Z conversation about that 13-year-old accuser and the fact that she had holes in her story when she interviewed with NBC. We questioned why the hell did she interview with NBC? How did they even know how to contact her? Because from what we understood, Tony Busby, her attorney, was on vacation. He wasn't with her during the interview. And that was a grave mistake on his part for allowing this, if this was something that he actually opened the door for. But yeah, since then, there have been a couple of YouTubers who have debunked that NBC hit piece, which we're calling it. And, we're just waiting to see what the judge is going to say, because, of course, Jay-Z's attorneys have filed to drop that case. Said the girl's lying, but they also want to know who she is. But it sounds to me like they already know who she is, and they might have been the ones that hooked her up with NBC. We don't know. The other thing we talked about was the fact that Beyonce might have changed her name, y'all, since all these allegations have come out. She has since now been going as Beyonce Knowles and not Knowles Carter, as she had been in these past years. And so we don't know. And, my speculation was that she, because of the stuff that's going on around Jay-Z and possibly her too, we don't know yet, because things happen before we know it. Things are already happening behind the scenes, and these people already know what's coming for them. So we don't know what she might know, but she knows something, I think. And, as a wife of a person who is going through possible legal allegations, you want to start thinking about your money, your future, your businesses, right? And she has a huge brand to protect. So this could be why we're seeing that she's no longer using the name Carter. Okay. Another YouTuber reported that they're selling one of their private islands, or a private island. I don't know how many they have. And the speculation is that they need that dough, child. So, I guess we got to stay tuned and find out what's going to happen. And in the meantime, we did also discuss, and it got a little bit heated. Shout out to Queen Keish, my subscribers, Queen Keish. She's been with me for a minute too. We got into a little debate because of the outfit that Blue Ivy's wearing on the red carpet for Mufasa. We got into a little tit for tat on that one. Everybody has their own opinion, and we can agree to disagree. But I did not think for a 12-year-old child that this dress was the best choice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, to each their own. But I know any 12-year-old around me ain't going to be on the red carpet for the world to see with her boobs pushed out, with all the predators out there, and especially in the world of entertainment that they're in. I know her mama know better. But like I said, that's just me. But yeah, her parents were on the red carpet cheering her on. This was her debut as a film artist, as far as I know. But we know she's been on stage with her mom. That Renaissance tour debuted her, and her dancing skills, her ability to learn choreography. So we talked about that. We also talked about LeBron. Like, where the hell is LeBron? LeBron has been missing, not showing up for games or practices because of personal reasons. And this is pretty unusual. And people are speculating that it could have to do with these Diddy tapes, child, and have to do with the information that's been coming out about these other celebrities who may be involved with some of this stuff that we're hearing in this indictment, or not even the indictment, but in the, I guess you could say, these YouTube streets and these internet streets, about who has been involved with this Diddy scandal. So yeah, we're just curious about, where the hell are you at, man? And then also, I'm going to update y'all today on the story about the drone sightings, which have now transferred up the ladder to now UFO sightings. But yeah, we talked about these mysterious sightings. I gave my take on these mysterious sightings. And my take is that these sightings are actually from the government. But we'll get into that. And let me see who's in the chat and what y'all talking about. Let's see. Yes, thank you, Wayne. Check out my description. Leave a comment if you're in the replay, and come in the chat. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all love. Thank you for the bells. Okay. Yes, Queen of Info, and gratitude all day. Thank y'all. Thank you for welcoming all the new subscribers. Well, Wayne, thank you for all my subscribers. I appreciate you. Please like this video. It's free. And, think about subscribing if you're not subscribed. We're pretty consistent over here. We're going to give you content. And I'm going to bring more content as the new year unfolds. All right. I may even unveil myself at some point and be a face in these streets. Give these people something to work with. Okay. Something to compete against. LGT is here. Yes. Yes. Hope everybody's having an amazing day so far. It is a beautiful Monday. Regardless of what your weather is looking like, wherever you're at. Chat real quick. Thank you, Faye, for that. Yeah, she definitely knows. You guys are wondering what Busby's next move is going to be, as am I. Hey, Lon, or is it LON? Welcome back. Thank you for being here. GT said, no way my daughter would wear a dress that makes her look grown when she's not. I hear you on that. Thank you for validating my opinion. Okay. Because it was a real fight in that chat. If you guys missed that live, it's the live before this one, child. Go check it out when you have time. Whole 2 hours of fun for you. Beautiful Spirit said, I read the whole NBC article and Tony Busby knew about the interview. His law firm provided the name of the friend who drove Jane Doe. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So if that's the case, then I feel like Busby has something up his sleeve because he ain't no fool. He is not no fool. Okay, so you said NBC knows Jane Doe and mentioned that she didn't want to be exposed. How do we know they won't give the information to Jay-Z team? Yeah. How did they know who she? Oh, so Busby is the one who set the interview up. Is that what you're saying? Because otherwise, how did they find her? You're actually the only channel I fully trust. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I do bring facts. I bring court documents when I have time. And I also, I do bring some conspiracy theory and some intuition and some other little things. But I'm not going to steer you wrong. And I'm going to let you know what's what. I'm going to tell you if this is fact, if this is my intuition, if this is, something I heard in the streets. But I'm going to bring you as much confirmation and receipts as possible. Oh, Lawn. Okay, got you. Thank you so much for clarifying that. All right. Now, where are we starting off today? I think I'll start off with the Diddy updates, y'all. Let's go over to X, or Twitter, as I like to call it, and get into the updates. Okay, let me get this picture down. Okay. So as far as Diddy goes, he's not having a good time in court. He's not having a good day in the jail because things are not going his way. And we learned Judge Subramanian, his judge for his RICO case. We're talking the federal criminal case and not the civil cases that he has piling up against him. The judge has rejected Sean Diddy Combs' request for an evidentiary hearing on alleged government leaks. He says there's no indication of federal agents gave CNN a video of Combs assaulting Cassie in a hotel hallway. Now, y'all remember that, we talked about this, that Diddy's lawyers have been filing all these motions, trying to get him released, trying to get this case dropped. And one of their reasons was the fact that they said the government leaked that Cassie tape in that hotel hallway, and that is a breach as well as unethical move on their part. And because of that, they were saying that this case should be dropped, or at least that tape should not be able to be included in the evidence when trial happens. Now, the court has said, the judge, which they do refer to as the court when in these filings, says the court is sensitive to Combs' concern about the publication of stories claiming to disclose inside information about this case from unnamed federal law enforcement sources who are involved in the investigation. The court has already taken steps in this regard and is open to tailored applications for relief as the case continues. Okay, so they're saying you can tailor your applications for relief if you want to, but for now, it's a no-go. The court once again reminds the government and its agents that if specific information comes to light showing that they leaked prohibited information, action will be taken. And the court reminds the public that whether the government can prove Combs' guilt in this case will turn on evidence presented at trial, not in a trial by newspapers. They're saying that, okay, so long parentheses here. Cases are too often tried in newspapers before they are tried in court. This is a case in a previous case filed. They're saying, and the case of characters in the newspaper trial is too often differs greatly from the real persons who appear in the trial in court and who may have to suffer its distorted consequences. So the judge is basically reminding the public that you may be seeing all these things on the internet, but keep in mind that might not be even close to the person that you're seeing on trial. Okay, just to be fair. Okay, so that's one of the updates. Let me see. It says the judge cites a submission from prosecutors that he reviewed privately, says it's present compelling evidence that CNN's source was not, in fact, the government. And importantly, nothing in CNN's presentation of the video even hinted that the source was a government agent. And from what I can tell, They don't, the judge said that CNN said it was not any of the people from the government. It is a private citizen, and we are not going to disclose our source, which the news source has the right to do under the law. So let's see. What else do we have on Diddy that is updated here? Let's see. Combs' lawyers, meanwhile, are concerned about exculpatory evidence disclosures under Brady versus Maryland. Prosecutors say they're on track to complete production of discovery currently in its possession by December 31st. So, yeah, so his lawyers, they're trying to hurry this thing up. And I think their main fear is superseding indictment coming his way. And they want to hurry up and wrap this up before anything else comes out against him, criminally, that is. They can't stop the civil stuff. And mind you, the civil stuff, I'm sure the feds are looking at that stuff too with a microscope, because they could easily pick up any of these cases. They could easily pick up any of these cases. Okay. Hold on, y'all. How do you end this FaceTime request, child? Oh, yeah. And this is people in my life who don't know or care about me doing YouTube, child. I am live on YouTube. Okay, hold on one sec, y'all. Sorry. Messing up my flow. Stop calling me. Okay, so listen, as far as I can tell, Diddy is, things are getting tighter for him in prison and not looser, meaning I don't see him getting out at all. And that's before trial or after trial. And, that just is what it is at this time. So I'm going to move on, though, to Quincy Brown. And this would be Kim Porter's son. Okay. Now, Quincy Brown let us know that he found an envelope from his mom. He recognized the writing on the envelope. But I'm going to let y'all hear it from him because this is interesting.
Happy Sunday, y'all. It is December 15th. And I want to wish my mother a happy heavenly birthday. And instead of dropping an exclusive, unseen photo, I'm tired of that, honestly. You know what I mean? I'll save that for like the documentary or something. But I'm not searching for like exclusive photos anymore, right? That's just not what I'm here to give the gram. However, story time. I can do story time. And I want to share a story today that actually just happened. It's crazy how life works. But today is actually a full moon in Gemini. We in the Sagittarius. My mom's birthday is crazy. It's a lot going on. I had to rock this 11/11. Everything is just crazy. But I've been going back to Columbus lately and, making sure, the house down there is loved on. We're in LA, far away from Columbus, Georgia, but I've been visiting a lot. But every time I go back, I always find something. Like something sacred, something something that's just like, how did I not find this before? So on the latest episode of Quincy's Findings, through the history of my amazing life, I came across an envelope, just going through like crates and stuff. Nothing that has no labels on it. Didn't say my name, didn't say my mom's name, nothing. But I found an envelope. Sealed. Never before opened. And I know this handwriting. It's my mom's handwriting. And then I was like, what is this? And I was like, why isn't it open? So I opened it. and I was blown away. I was blown away because I'm gonna just show you. I'm gonna just show you. So it was my birthday, apparently. So on my mom's birthday, I wanted to share this with y'all, but I'm a cookie monster for real, right? I mean, before I knew I was a cookie monster, she knew I was a cookie monster, right? Cookie Monster wouldn't miss a day as neat and fun as this, right? That's the first thing. Second, look at that year. What a year at. Look at the year. 1994. 1994. Y'all know how many years ago that is? To never have opened nothing. I know I'm dragging it, but that's how crazy this moment was for me. So I want y'all to feel it a little bit. And shout out to Sesame Street. You know what I mean? I've been rocking with y'all since 94. Let's do something. But anyway, let's get to the good part. When you get to the good part, I open it. Wow. Damn. Ooh, shit. I open it. And it says, and look who else is popping by. It's Big Bird with the birthday high. My mom gave me my first money. My first ever dollar bill. Not only was it a dollar bill, but it was a $10 bill. But the classic $10 bill. So to see this, I haven't seen one of these in like 10 years. But to see this in here with a message from her saying, I love you, mommy. I was 3 years old. What was I was looking for the toys. Toys. I didn't even know how to open a card, think it was money in cards. You're better off putting this in a toy. But I think it was meant for me to see this 30 years later. I don't know. It's crazy to me. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you.
Yeah, so that was pretty heartbreaking, as y'all are saying in the chat. Beautiful Spirit, this is going to be a quick live, so we can delve deeper into it either tonight or on a longer live. But thank you for gathering the information after we spoke. Now, we did, oh my gosh, jeez. So, you know, Quincy is, I don't even know how to. So, you know, Quincy has been a big topic of conversation because of obviously of the Diddy situation that he's going through now, but also, you know, because of the controversy around his mom's passing and the fact that his childhood seems to be also controversial, being that Diddy kind of assumed the role of his father when he already had a father or has a father who is Al B. Sure, and the producer and singer and songwriter. And they look just alike. I wish I had a side-by-side in front, you know, and able to share. But, you know, there's my guides are talking to me. I can't share the stuff they're saying. This is for what I'm going to say is for a nighttime live. So I'm going to keep this short and cute. Quincy is in our hearts, right? We feel for him. People have speculated that, you know, he hasn't spoken again. He seems to be supportive of Diddy, but also he's definitely supportive of his mom, and giving us clues and hints about the fact that I think he's still inquiring about what's going on or what happened maybe to his mom. And me and Beautiful Spirit were talking about this earlier. Yeah, she said it here in the comments. in the chat. You said he went back to the house where Kim Porter is from, I believe. Well, I don't know if that's the case because Diddy owned that house, and I think that's the one that might be up for sale that they can't sell. I'm not sure, but anyway, his and her roots. Kim is dropping blessings and evidence to her son time capsule. Yeah, I feel like after he unveiled this envelope that he found all these years later, I mean, he was 3 years old. Why was that card never opened? That's kind of weird. But also, where did you find this card? I feel like Diddy. I feel like Quincy being free of Diddy and being probably look around. And, I think he's looking around because he's investigating on his own. Might be looking for clues. But it's really sad to see, but like you said, his mom's dropping clues. It wasn't no coincidence that he found this card. How many years? 30 years later. He finds an unopened card, birthday card from his mother. I find that things like that happen after a person passes away, and especially when it's under such circumstances, their spirit doesn't rest. And typically their loved ones are going to see signs or get signs if they're paying attention of the spirit giving them messages, whether it be love taps or leading them to things. In her case, who knows? But I feel like him finding this card again was no coincidence. And who knows what else he's found? He's not going to share it all with us, I guarantee you. But he might be sharing it with the feds, child. And hopefully he is. And I believe he's also there in protection of his sisters, because, he does have half sisters, the twins. And those are really his only other relation in that household, because the other boys, Christian. Yeah, they share the same mother as well. My bad. So yeah, but Christian seems to be, he's little mini Diddy, right? So I don't know if he can even trust Christian, to be honest. He gonna have to keep this stuff, whatever he's doing behind the scenes. God bless him. May he find what he's looking for. May he find peace and closure at some point. Hey, Miss Michelle and Queen Keish, if I didn't say hi, shout out to you. Now, I talked about you, Queen Keish, earlier in this live and how we were debating over Blue Ivy's dress, just to let you know in case you go back into the replay. But it's all love, you know that. Beautiful Spirit said Quincy should take all the crates and boxes out of the house into a secret place like a vault. Yeah, hopefully he can do that. I don't know what type of authority he has over things, but, like I said, peace be with him in his journey. And God bless his mom and her spirit. And may she have the strength to guide whoever needs to be guided to what they need to find in order to get closure. I doubt that they're going to be able to unseal or reopen her case. I mean, I won't say I doubt. I don't know. I hope they can reopen her case. But in my research, I found that they say it's near impossible that they're going to be able to exhume her and find any evidence. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's that on that. I'm actually going to move on to the UFO update, child. There has been, for the past few days, a lot of buzz. Initially, it started out with talking about drones, because I guess people assumed they were drones. People were saying they were the size of SUVs in different parts of the country. But it turns out that it wasn't just in New Jersey or wherever else they were finding it. And I played this on my last live if you want to go back into that. But turns out this stuff was coming from all over the world. And it was really weird. Like, why are there no announcements? Why is nobody doing anything about it? If these drones are suspicious or mysterious, then the government or somebody needs to say something, because people are getting afraid, and it's turning into a bit of a frenzy. But there has been an update since the last live about it. Now they're saying the Pentagon actually confirms that these drones are not human. Yeah, they're saying that these drones are unearthly. Says the Pentagon confirmed that the mysterious drones appearing across the globe are not of earthly origin. They are not foreign adversaries. These UFOs are operating freely across our skies, even hovering over military bases. Pulling up the whole thing here. And nuclear sites as well. And it says, with the ability to bypass Earth's defenses, the question remains, what are they? This growing phenomenon demands urgent attention. If something can breach our airspace at will, it's not just a matter of national security. I'm going to play this video.
U.S. military drones. Again, this is being investigated by local law enforcement. What our initial assessment here is that these are not drones or activities coming from a foreign entity or adversary.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
That's right.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
From the Coast Guard, who said that one of their 47-foot motor lifeboats was followed by between 12 and 30 of these drones as they went through the water.
These are 6-foot drones that are somehow evading our detection. They are not being detected.
They're saying no threat, but how the hell do they know? They don't know anything. They don't know what it is. They don't know where it come from. They don't know nothing.
They know that they can't track them. They know that they don't emit a signal. They know that they can't see them when they turn their lights. So indicated that they don't know where they come from. They don't know where they go to.
One family claims they followed a drone in their car, and while it hovered above them, the clock in their car changed times.
Some of the FBI agents that have been assigned to look into this have reported drones flying over their home.
It's right here over Picatinny, there was a drone just hanging out. I put my drone up in the air and went towards it. I had full battery life. Not 3 minutes into the flight, I lost control of the drone. Warning on my screen, lost control, and my drone started going down dead.
These are fully charged batteries. It's 2 batteries that have died within seconds, and the drone went up and like a couple feet off the table, and then came right back down.
Okay, you see it? You see how it goes? See how it goes? And then it becomes a spacecraft or aircraft or whatever you want to call it.
What the fuck is that, bro? Did it just get smaller? Bro, what?
Above the ocean, and it was low, very low, but so bright and so clear, and it was huge. Like when you...
I'm concerned. I issued a letter to ask for more information, and I think there should be a lot more transparency about that.
Can you make that make more sense? Because I think New Jersey see drones the size of an SUV over their house every night and think that doesn't make any sense.
I understand why people would be looking at this and being concerned about it. We're concerned about it too, which is why we have the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI. My goodness, looking at this, and we're taking it seriously. We
Are they taking it seriously though? I mean, that's the question. And y'all know I don't mess with Trump. However, he has a take on it. And I'm gonna play that real quick. Hold on, let me pull that up. 1 second. I'm working on a story for my other channel about the football player Travis Hunter and his Beyonce, by the way. And that's going to be an interesting conversation. Okay, here's what Trump has to say.
Good to see you.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports? It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what. Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. And I think of saying what it is, our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine it's the enemy, because if it was the enemy, they'd blast it out. Even if they were late, they'd blast it. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really, I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster.
Will you
want to know
shoot
the
them
truth.
down?
They're very, They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
Have you received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on that.
Have you been
Do you have any reason to think they're?
Good to see you.
Can you comment on the drones?
Trump pretty much said what GT said. They already know. They already know. They definitely would have shot that thing or those things down had it been a real security threat. I don't know if you guys remember, maybe it was like last year, or maybe it wasn't even as long as last year, but remember the what looked like a balloon or something that was floating across the sky and over these bases and stuff. And it turns out they found out, I think it was from China. And they got that thing out of there. It took a long time, but they finally did. Now, GT said, I found nothing over Canada, at least your area. Mine either. I'm in LA. I've been watching the skies. I always watch the skies, especially late at night. You know, a lot of times I'm up at 4 a.m., 4:30, and I go out and that's, you know, I do some meditation. That full moon was so beautiful this morning. But yeah, I haven't seen anything over here either, not recently at least. But I just want to say that I feel like my take, and I've had this take already because people were warning that this was going to happen, is that it's actually the government doing these things. They have the technology because they want to instill fear in the people. They want us to beg them for help. Do something, do something. And when we do that is when they go ahead and start enacting new laws and new protocols and procedures. We don't have a necessarily air police, I guess you could say, where we're constantly seeing things in the sky, policing the skies. But I feel like that's going to come at some point. That might be the case. Now, some of y'all don't know, I had previous aspirations to go into law, the field of law. After college, I, did a USC LSAT prep, and I took the LSAT. But by the time I finished all that, I was so burnt out, I gave it up. But and this was years ago, and my thought was that I was going to actually go into international air and space law because I have such a curiosity, I guess you could say, about the skies and what goes on beyond what we can see. So that was actually my goal. So I have a huge interest in this stuff. And I already know that these aliens, they've been here. They're here. I mean, if they wanted to do what they're showing us, they would have been done it. I feel like that what would have happened if it would have happened the way they wanted to would be that government would actually introduce them to us. It wouldn't be like, oh my God, what is that? It'd be, a whole press conference to the people. This is what, we want to introduce you to because we've been in talks with these aliens or whatever. But to do it this way is to, in my opinion, instill fear and to get the public to push the government to do something, which is going to be something that's going to cause more surveillance on us. Now, if you remember 9/11, some of y'all, still believe that was a actual event from the stories we got from the news. But I personally believe, and I don't know if YouTube is going to allow this, but I'm already shadow banned. I don't care. I'm not even monetized. So, I do believe that was a government produced event. And the reason was, what came out of that was the Patriot Act, which has so many more security protocols and there's laws in there for surveillance. And also it spawned the new protocols at the airports, TSA, right? So the people were terrified at that time. Like, what is this? Why is this happening? Do something. So that's all I'm saying is that's my take. I mean, obviously you can agree to disagree, or you can agree or not. But, we'll keep our eye on this, obviously. But Trump is already telling us. They already know. They're not doing nothing. He said, I don't know why they're not sharing it with the public. But he also said he couldn't share or chose not to share that, whatever briefing he might have gotten as the president-elect. He is somebody who would be in the know. So I'm wondering why we're hearing more from him than we are from Biden or I already forgot her name. Kamala, sorry, or anybody. I think there might be a couple of Congress people that are making statements, but the fact that they're telling us it's unearthly, they're doing that to get a reaction. So, I just wanted to share that. And then lastly, I forgot to mention, we did something we touched on that I want to make sure I follow up on before I go. The last live, we touched on Jamie Foxx. Moving on from this topic, we did talk about, where's Jamie Foxx? Yeah, we talked about the fact that Jamie Foxx, you probably already heard that he was in this altercation at Mr. Chow in Beverly Hills celebrating his 57th birthday, where some people next to him at a different table started heckling him and being rude and vulgar, which caused some type of an altercation where he ended up getting cut in the mouth by a glass, and he ended up getting stitches. By the time the police got there, they said the parties had already gone, including Jamie, so that no charges have been filed as of that time. And Jamie has since responded to the incident and to the public about the incident. So let me pull that up. Okay, where is that? Where is it? Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me find that real quick. Here it is. Okay, so Jamie said, the devil is busy, but I'm too blessed to be stressed. Okay. The devil is busy. And I think in his Netflix special, he called Diddy the devil. Now, we did talk about the fact that Diddy could have been sent his goons on Jamie, because a lot of people think Jamie, there were people who reported about the Netflix special after they went and saw it live, that Jamie actually pointed the finger at Diddy, saying that he was responsible for his health issue, and that he said that his older daughter was responsible for the feds getting involved in it. Now, it never aired. Those things never aired. And there were people saying that people were lying. Now, what people, I guess, don't understand is that when you have a live show taping, it's going to go through some editing before they put it out to the world. And Netflix don't want no problems from the feds, nor from Diddy, I'm sure. So they left that on the editing room floor. But he did mention Diddy a couple times. That was left in a couple times. And a couple of them times, he called him the devil. So he said in the caption, the devil is a lie. Can't win here. Thank you to everybody that pray and check on me. When your light is shining bright, they try to bring you darkness, but they don't know that you're built for it. The lights have been shining bright, and huge thank yous to everyone that have watched and been inspired by what had happened. That's his special. #1 on Netflix. If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out. It's From My Heart and Soul. So he got a little plug in there for his special. Now some of the comments say the universe knew not to let me be there. Squabble up. Okay. That's from actor Tyron Turner, who played in Menace to Society. Somebody said, fighting brain cancer and seizures right now, and I feel this hard. Despite what life throws at us, God is too good. We don't stay down. Love the Netflix special, by the way, Jamie. Happy to see you back and strong. And sentiments are the same for me. And the person's bringing that up because in his special, he let us know that he had a brain bleed that led to a stroke, which is, and which put him in a coma for 20 days and caused him to have to go to rehab in order to walk again. So he had a whole journey, a year's worth, to get where he is. And he looks good and he sounds good. He's singing, he's dancing, he's doing all of that. So if you haven't seen the special, go check that out. Some people were disappointed. They say a lot of really more so men saying they didn't enjoy it. But that's because I think that it was God-centered. He did a whole testimony. The whole thing was a whole testimony. I mean, I cried and laughed and cried and laughed. I think a lot of people did. But it was funny. It was funny. You can't take that away from him. So shout out to Jamie Foxx and his resilience and the fact that he can't be kept down. Like, you can't hold him down. You can't hold him back. And that should be a, I guess, testament to how strong we really are when we have God in our lives, and when we tap in to the inner self and to the inner spirit where God lives, we win, right? So yeah, with all that said, let me see what y'all talking about here. Ms. Michelle said new levels, new demons. Whoa. Wow, Wayne, this channel is for mature audiences. Yeah, it is. You're welcome, beautiful spirit. Thank you. You saw the special, Ms. Michelle? Mm-hmm. It was good, right? All right, y'all. So I'm going to cut this here. Gots to go. But I will see you on the next one. Make sure you go find the Nosy Goddess, Nozey Goddess. I'm over there too. I'll be posting up something later tonight. And yeah, peace and blessings. Till next time. Bye.